We've all heard of the Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, which is perhaps Rome's most famous monument. But what's its story? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of History with Dino, where today I will be diving into that very story. The main part of the construction of the Colosseum only took 8 years, and the stadium was inaugurated with some impressive games in 80 AD. But how did it even come to be called the Colosseum? Well, one of the previous Roman emperors was Nero, and while nobody really liked him, he did build some pretty cool things. Most relevant in this case is a gigantic statue of himself. This statue would be moved by the Emperor Vespasian and remodeled as a sun god, complete with a beautiful solar crown. Its new placement was in the area directly in front of the Colosseum. Thus the name Colosseum likely derives from the colossal statue that stood in front of it. Further, the Colosseum was much more technologically advanced than it might appear today. It originally sported a retractable awning over parts of the top, protecting spectators from the elements. Tickets were distributed to the estimated 50,000 plus people who were in attendance. These tickets were made of pottery shards, which were numbered with section and rows. Seating in the Colosseum was stratified. Closest to the action was where the senators could be located, and the farther back you went, the lower social position the spectators held. At the highest levels, women, poor people, and slaves were allowed to sit. However, some people weren't allowed into the Colosseum at all. Considered the least respectable people in society, these included gravediggers and, of course, actors. Although the tunnels under the Colosseum, where gladiators and animals emerged from, are now visible and famous, they weren't even originally there. Supposedly, before the area was dug out, the arena could be flooded and several naval battles were held. However, the logistics of this remain questioned by historians. Still, it's an interesting thought. In terms of animals who fought in the arena, the list is pretty immense. Some you would expect, like lions, tigers, bears, and crocodiles. Others, like aurochs, which are basically big wild cows, hippos, and ostriches, are perhaps less expected. The events taking place could be massive, taking place over months and including 20,000 or more gladiators and animals. During lunch times, interesting, lunch was often provided, executions would be performed. These executions were often conducted by wild animals. What a terrible way to go. Nobody even paying attention. Part of the reason that the Colosseum is so beat up today, other than earthquakes, is that people were literally using parts of the stone to build other things. Ironically, it was the Catholic Church who stopped the practice in the 1700s. The Pope believed that Christians had been martyred there, and so that is how we ended up with the Colosseum that we see today, with a little bit of Mussolini in the middle. Anyways, that's all for me here today at History with Dino. If you enjoyed, then please subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and I'll see you soon with another video. Ciao.